welcome to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and we are doing another Get Fit With Me series yoga edition. And today we're doing this during my lunch break, so hopefully you guys are having a good week so far, and clearly I am. And as you can see, my cat, she's getting ready to go for this practice. See? Look at here. There's a cat condo right there, so that's what she's on. But anyway, I digress. I got distracted. Oh, she wants my attention, so let's switch the view just a tad bit. Okay, I'm reflecting a little bit, but come on, Whisper, you want to be on TV? See, she's trying to talk. Anyway, I got distracted, but today we're doing someone we haven't reviewed for a while, but someone who I've been wanting to review, but I just needed the time, because with a lot of my videos, as you've noticed of late, they have been shorter videos because that has been working better for my schedule. But today we have the time, so we're going to do this. And also too, I'm trying to get back into doing much longer yoga practices in general. So this yoga practice is by Live Fertile, and it came out about a month ago. Is for endometriosis focused yoga for pain relief. Now, she is someone who I've reviewed before, and a lot of her practices are geared towards women's health, particularly fertility-based stuff, but also if you have some elements that are causing issues besides, just the fertility of it all, but just like women's health issues. And endometriosis is one of those things where it's actually because I've learned this actually recently, it's actually quite underdiagnosed. Because the only way you could confirm as a woman that you have this is if you have had surgery within the region. And of course, you're not going to just get the surgery to figure out if you have endometriosis, but that's the only way you can determine if you truly have it or not. Now, I've shared on this channel, I have some situations going on when it comes to my own health, women's health. And because of that limitation of surgery being required to find that out, and most doctors are not going to just give you surgery to find out, because surgery is a whole nother problem you're asking for, because you shouldn't. And typically, in most fashions, you don't go for surgery just to find something out, typically. But with that being said, there's a hypothesis when it comes to my health that I might actually be someone who has this, because all the other boxes have been checked, and that's not what's going on, without sharing too much. But anyway, so I've been wanting to find a practice of hers that has something with this, and I'm glad I found it. I've been kind of a little bit lacking when it comes to like checking some of her stuff out, but this is something I wanted to check out. And it is a practice that is less than 30 minutes, so perfect for the time frame of what we're going for. I don't have any pains going on right now, because thank God that moment has passed. For the moment, it came and went, and we're happy for that. But anyway, the candle that I'm burning before we get to it is actually my friend's candles. We're doing for Sin, just because, I don't know, that was the mood I was in, and that's what I was feeling. But without further ado, let's stop wasting time. I'll stop procrastinating. I'll stop letting my cat celebrity Whisper take over the video. I mean, she's going to take over the yoga part of the video anyway, but let's get into it. Today we are going to start the practice, and I'm lying down, getting prepared for a bridge pose, and we're going to be doing that bridge pose multiple times. And then once we do that bridge pose multiple times to start off the practice, we are going to then incorporate our block that we have here as a supported bridge. As we do the bridge pose multiple times, we also are going to do this in the form of our breathing. So we're going to be breathing in and breathing out based upon where we're at in the bridge. And then from there, we're going to also incorporate our arms with the breathing to kind of make it where it's just a breathing sequence with our breath and doing the bridge poses. From the bridge pose, we are going to make our way into a comfortable seated position, basically the cross-legged position or meditation pose. And from there, we are going to use this to do a variation of a cat and cow pose in our seated position. Breathing in, going one direction, breathing out, going the other direction, just taking our time. From that cat and cow variation and comfortable seat position, we then are going to make our way to a tabletop position to then right away transition over to a downward facing dog. Pedaling the dog and getting acclimated to being a downward facing dog. From the downward facing dog, we're actually going to do the opposite of what we typically do in practices. We're going to make our way to the back of the mat, and then we're going to be in a seated forward bend. But then with that, we're going to be holding on to our elbows, just swinging our arms kind of like ragdoll. And we're going to be doing that for some time. And then from there, we're then going to be in that the standing forward bend with our hands touching the mat. From there, we're going to be in a mountain pose, and I do apologize for the camera view. I had it somehow a different way, and I didn't adjust it properly. But anyway, we are in a mountain pose, and then from the mountain pose, we are then going to be kind of swaying back and forth. There's another YouTube yogi that I review, and she mentions that this is called knocking on heaven's door. That's kind of what we're doing here. Just swaying back and forth, just swinging back and forth, and just getting loosened up. In our standing pose, we then are going to be moving our arm up and down, and then from there, we're going to be doing some shoulder rolls, as you can see here, just getting our upper body moving. Once we would complete these movements of shoulder rolls and moving our arms up and down, and then even moving our neck, we then are going to then make our way down to a plank pose. And then from the plank pose, we then will make our way to a tabletop position. And then from there, we were going to do kind of, forgot what it's called, but it's a variation of a half moon pose where we're going to be stretching our side body. We're going to be doing that on both sides. So it's kind of like a kneeling half moon pose. From after we get finished doing that on both sides, then we are going to make our way with our knees, a kneeling position. And with the kneeling position, we then are going to transition over to kind of a supported camel pose, so not the full-on camel pose, but kind of like a comfortable variation of that, where we're stretching our lower back, and then also doing a little bit of a chest opener. From there, we are going to make our way into a child's pose. Not the normal extended child's pose, but regular child's pose where our knees are closer together and not as wide as the yoga mat. And then once we get finished with that, then we are then going to end up making our way back down to our back to then have our knees, we'll have our feet on the ground with our knees up. And from there, we are going to then just kind of get close to winding down this practice. After we are lying on our back and winding down for a little bit, we then are going to then finally transition over to Shavasana or corpse pose, and that will then slowly conclude the practice for today. Hi, so that does conclude the practice for today. You can see my hair is kind of messed up, and you saw my partner in crime, Whisper. Whisper held it down per usual. So anyway, how I would rate this, I would give this a solid 9. This was a very, very good practice. Very relaxing, cat friendly, pet friendly. If you're someone who does yoga with your pets. I have 2 cats, as those who are on my channel realize, or may not realize, but I actually have 2 cats. But Whisper, she's the only one that's like, yeah, when it's time to do yoga, it's her playtime. So this is like her favorite. It's her favorite thing. So I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason why I continue doing yoga is my cat. She's like such a motivator. She's like, let's do yoga together. Because she'll be in the practice the whole entire time with me. And then when she's doing too much, I just, do some signals on the side that maybe you guys realize I'm doing, but may not be realizing I'm doing. And she follows suit. Like, it's amazing. Just like, for example, right when this video wrapped up, she was like, hey, still wanted to follow me around, and I signaled her to come up here so I could still pet her and give her the attention she wants. So, yep. Anyway, but yeah, I highly would recommend this because my pelvic does feel better, and that's kind of what you're doing with this type of practice. You're trying to work out the issues with your pelvic area because a lot of it is related to that, which is why surgery is kind of required to find out if you have endometriosis, because you can't see it any other way other than, unfortunately, taking things apart. But yeah, I want to try it again when I am going through the pains, just to see if it helps. I'm not right now because, well, it already came and went. But I am going to try it again and give additional feedback. I'll probably do like a short, 30-second deal, just giving you an update on if it really works or really is helpful for that. But overall, I would recommend just doing the practice if you just want to have like a nice chilled yoga session to kind of break up the day. That's kind of the other reason why I do a lot of my yoga practices at lunchtime, to kind of rewire the brain from the hectic work life, and so that when I come back to work after my lunch, I'm refreshed and ready to get things going again. And it gives me a little boost of energy that I need. And that's another thing that was nice about this practice. Even though it was pretty chilled, I feel energized. And that's one of my favorite things about yoga. If you feel energized after doing it, it's a good practice. It's a great practice. So anyway, thank you, Kendra. It was good per usual. I will ask, can you put more of those on your channel? I know you watch. If you can put more of those type of practices on your channel, that'd be great. I don't know if I'm going to film all of them or not. I might just do them on my own. But yeah, I like this one a lot. So anyway, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. And I am going to post a link to this particular video in the description, because I want you to get right to this one, because honestly, there isn't that many practices that cater toward that on YouTube, like in general. So yeah, I'll point you to this. But anyway, hopefully you have a nice day, and I will see you next time. Bye.